courage to make that decision. I felt so much guilt because I wasn't sure if that was the right decision or not, and I felt all those negative emotions. But now I come to realize that was the best decision of my life. And I saw it before coming here. I saw it in my kids. My kids are...
Divorce can affect children in ways adults don't always see. A parent might be ready to start over, but kids may still long for the love, guidance, and presence of both parents. Their emotional needs don't simply vanish when the family changes. Every situation is different, but a child's well-being should always come first. Consistent support and healthy parenting from both parents can shape their future in a positive way.
Happening for me. I was able to achieve a lot of stuff after that. But anyway, to make the story short, yesterday I forgave him. I realized that I finally found the love of my life.
Here we go.
Who's that? That's me.
Looking at everything, many people may say the outcome wasn't completely surprising. The discussion quickly shifts away from years of memories, shared responsibilities, and commitment, focusing instead on personal wants and individual happiness. Some critics argue that major life choices are often encouraged without enough thought about how they may affect children, relationships, and the future. Difficult conversations aren't always easy, but responsible advice should balance personal happiness with the responsibilities that come with raising a family.
3-hour drive right now, so of course that means time to think. And my thought process right now is like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I really want to just be at the same place, same time, exchange numbers with somebody, and the butterflies and all that, and like it stays though. It's not I meet someone and then get ghosted 2 weeks later. But yeah, it's like, does that even exist anymore? Can you just be somewhere, meet someone, and wow, the sparks fly? Like, I'm such a hopeless romantic. But yet here I am sitting on these stupid dating apps expecting something to happen, which clearly isn't. Like, how do we do this in this new age? I don't know what to do. Do I just stay single? Like, I'm so confused. But of course I'm still on these dating apps because I'm a hopeless romantic.
The discussion raises an interesting question. Why do some people start chasing their ideal relationship later in life instead of pursuing it earlier? The point is that priorities shift with time, and certain opportunities may become harder to find as life moves forward. Still, every stage of life comes with its own realities and expectations. The bigger lesson is that choices made earlier can influence what comes later, and lasting happiness usually comes from realistic expectations rather than constantly chasing a perfect love story.
My husband found out that I had been cheating. I really honestly felt like he wouldn't care. He didn't care about trying to save our marriage previously beforehand. And so I honestly thought that we would just split and there'd be no hard feelings and we'd co-parent with our daughter and everything would be good. And that's not quite the way.
If someone truly believes a marriage is finished, the honest approach is to end that relationship before beginning another one. Instead, things became much more complicated once private decisions were made public and the family was brought into the spotlight. That public statement could become relevant to the legal case and potentially affect how the situation is considered in court. Ultimately, the consequences may go far beyond the marriage itself, because public decisions can damage trust, reputation, family bonds, and the future of everyone involved.
After a divorce, I'm wondering if you can relate to this. I got divorced right when I turned 30, and I was the only person I knew around my age that had ever gone through a divorce before. Everyone I knew that had gone through a divorce was much older. They had kids, they had houses, they had things to split up. I had none of that. All I had was this big D card on my head. But after all the reading I did and all the searching on the internet to find people I could relate to, almost all of them had this super intense toxic relationship right after their divorce. And that relationship was the person that they thought was oh, this is the person, this is who I'm supposed to be with. But it ended up being a total disaster. And then the real healing from their divorce came after that second toxic relationship. I definitely went through that. I learned so much about myself and my divorce through that toxic relationship, and I had to heal double time. I'm wondering if anyone...
Ending a long marriage means leaving behind years of memories, trust, and a life built together. Many assume a better future is waiting, but major decisions don't always produce the results people imagine. History has shown plenty of cases where people left stable relationships only to face bigger challenges, while those they left behind eventually healed and moved forward. Every situation is different, but the lesson is clear. Life-changing choices deserve serious thought, and lifelong commitments should never be treated lightly.
We did things with each other's families, and our relationship was pretty problematic, and it had a lot of things that were not particularly healthy, that then he went with who he dated after and had a much healthier dynamic, and he grew a lot. And I struggled for a long time with that, because I could see that. And it was this feeling of, okay, well, why couldn't you be that when we were together? Now I don't know who thinks that country song that's like, I wish you were a better man. That was very much what that experience felt like. It was really frustrating to me to watch that and know that he had that potential the whole time and just couldn't manage it with me. I know why our marriage was the way it was because we did so much counseling together. And now I see him being so much healthier and being really the fullest version of himself and the best human he can be now in other relationships. And he's acknowledged it. And I tell him every time it's okay because it is. But it's almost like that's cleared the space for me to simply be happy for him. Because now I understand it. It makes sense to me. So now on this side of things.
Sometimes people recognize the value of what they had only after it's gone. Seeing an ex-partner move ahead, find happiness, and create a better life can be difficult to accept. But instead of staying trapped in the past, the stronger choice is to focus on growth, success, and creating a meaningful future. True progress isn't about proving someone wrong. It's about becoming a stronger version of yourself and letting your actions speak louder than words.